Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. For those of you who are new to my channel, child, let me introduce you to the Jungle Beauty Goddesses, the life-size fabric sculpture dolls you see sitting behind me. I created these dolls myself, and as I was sewing them, they would not stop talking to me, and this led to my Jungle Beauty Goddess Oracle deck that I am going to use today to give you an inspirational message about going for your real dream, the big dream, the real thing, you know. The first card I have for you today is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Katara and Nami, and it says, plant seeds that bear the fruit of your soul. The next card I have for you is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Chavi. And Jungle Beauty Goddess Chavi's message to you: unleash your confidence. Yeah. The next card I have for you is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Cyanide, who represents our second chakra, our pleasure center, our center for creativity. And her message to you, darling, is no regrets ever. And the last card I have for you is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari. And Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari's message is unconditional self-love is the secret to success. So, oh my God, you know, I was thinking about eliminating oracle readings from my channel, from my YouTube channel, because I do them every morning for myself, just so I can see what is going on with me subconsciously, or if there's a message, right? And so I was like, well, I don't really want to do them. And then my spirit said, baby, you're doing them for yourself. And you can just share them if you want to, but this is for you. So I'm sharing with you guys something that I do every day, just to kind of like align my spirit, my mind, with my higher self, to see if maybe, you know, just to ground me and maybe give my subconscious an opportunity to come forth in an unexpected way. So the first card I want to talk about is the plant seeds, right? Plant seeds that bear the fruit of your soul. Now, when I get this card, I'm always a little amiss, because this card is saying, are you afraid of your big dream? Are you afraid of your real dream? Are you going for your real, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing, darling? And are you squandering your time? Sometimes I really feel like I'm really good at squandering my time, and that I'm not going for the real dream, the big dream, the thing that I want more than anything in the world. So when we're planting seeds that bear the fruit of our soul, this is when we are really going after what we really want to accomplish in this lifetime. I'm not talking about the things that make other people happy. I'm not talking about, you know, putting food on the table. I'm talking about something bigger than putting food on the table. Now, when I think about this card, I think about when I was working on my education. I would never take a job. When I was in college, I would never take a job that interfered with my ability to study. So all of my friends were making like 3-4 times more money than I was making. So I was working as, I would take a midnight job, because on the midnight shift, no one was there, so I could study. And I would take these security guard jobs, because of course, because you know, no one's there, and I'm sitting at the front desk, and I have all the time I need to study. So I remember my friends were making like $20 an hour, $15 an hour, and this is like a long time ago, and I was making like $4.35, $4.50, but I knew I wanted to study. So I knew that when I focused on what I really wanted, it was so easy for me to make decisions about everything. So if you look at your life right now and you think about what it is you really want to accomplish, what you really would like to leave on this planet when you're no longer here, are you really spending your time planting those seeds, or are you squandering your time, maybe taking jobs because they pay more money? And that is a mistake that I saw a lot of people make. Because the job paid more money, they said, okay, I'm going to drop out of college, but then they ended up hating those jobs, and now like later in life, they are literally, and I kid you not, guys, they are still making the same amount of money that we made in college together like 30 years ago, because they thought, this job is making $20-25 an hour, and I was making so little money. And I remember thinking that, oh, this is really not a smart decision. I remember my mother even telling me at some point, maybe you need to, get a better job, because, like factories are hiring. But I thought, but if I take that job, I won't be able to go to school. I won't be able to study. So when you think about your big dream, your real dream, think about, once you decide what that is, and another thing I want to say about that is, deciding what that dream is can be embarrassing. You don't need to tell anybody but yourself, child, because other people kind of sometimes feel like, you want to do what? And they'll talk you out of it, and you'll feel really bad about it. But no, I want you to think about what it is that you really want to accomplish in this lifetime. All right. I want you to think about your dream day, and then that's the center. Everything else in your life has to fit around your dream. Your jobs, your relationships. Everything has to fit around your dream, because your dream is really where you get your confidence from. So the next card I want to talk about is Unleash Your Confidence. And this is the funny thing about confidence to me, is that everybody talk about, how do you become more confident? How do you improve your confidence? Okay, first of all, I'm gonna tell you some spiritual thing to do. Like, one, I have a big slab of tiger iron gemstone on my third chakra, which is like right in the middle center of my belly. Okay, and this is tiger iron. This is a tiger iron. Tiger iron is good for your third chakra. I mean, these things help. What is another one? What is the other? I think it's called Tiger's Eye. Any yellow gemstone is good for your third chakra. And your third chakra is the area responsible for your self-confidence. So that's metaphysical stuff, right? But let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you what's going to build your confidence. Falling in the mud, making a mistake, getting dirty, getting back up, crying yourself to sleep, wiping away those tears, going back out the next day, turning that paper, letting a teacher just bleed all over it, and saying all these horrible things that make. I remember one when I was in graduate school. Actually, I was working on my first master's degree, and I think I might have used like the wrong there. I knew better, but those are just typos. And the teacher wrote something like, how did you even manage to get into the graduate program? You should have learned this in second grade. And I'm just thinking, like, Jesus, it was just a typo. But confidence is really, I know people don't like to, it's just really jumping in the ring, making mistakes, building a tough skin, knowing who you are and what you want, regardless of what other people are saying. But guess what? That's going to come from doing. Like, it's going to come from, this is why this card is in this reading, no regrets. Do you know what no regrets and confidence go together? Without making mistakes, how the heck are you going to have confidence? You can't have confidence by just using the gemstone and a good oil. I like to also imagine the essential sun, beaming down on my third chakra. All this stuff is cool. But you know what? The real confidence that I have developed over the years is from seriously making mistakes, going after the 8 ball, just going, jumping in the ring. When I applied for those of you who've been watching me, I took a GED out of high school, 9th grade, and I have a PhD now. Now, I remember when I applied for the PhD program, the person the person over the PhD program said that you're not graduate school material because you have a GED, and typically people who did not do well in high school aren't able to finish the program. So I had to I took classes for like a year and a half. I had to maintain like a 3.8 or something before they would even let me into the graduate program. Now, the confidence of listening to her tell me this, but not only did while she was telling me this, she took my application and it was in a folder, and she literally pushed it on the floor. Like, she pushed my application on the floor, and I had to scramble to pick up the papers. And I felt that it was so humiliating. Like, I felt my face burning, and I just, like, I mean, her words were stinging, but to literally push the folder with my application on the floor and for me to scramble to pick up the papers, it was such a downgrading thing to do. But no, I'm a girl from Detroit, child. And there was a part of me that, you know, wanted to strangle her. You know what I mean? And then I would have been like working in fast food for the rest of my, who knows? Or maybe I would be successful. I don't know. All I know is I was thinking, like, but I really want my doctorate degree. And she humiliated me. And it hurt me, the things that she was saying, and the fact that she pushed my folder on the floor. But I just told myself, as I was picking up the paper, you know, I was trying to hold back the tears, child, and papers, and my tears falling down, picking up the papers, and all I kept thinking is, I'm going to show her, right? I'm going to study extra hard now because this is something I really want. I'm going to put aside my Detroit mentality at the time, which was, I'm not putting Detroit down, but, you know, like, you don't talk to people like you crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like this whole, tough girl thing. No, I was thinking, I am going to accomplish my doctorate degree, so therefore I'm going to suck this up. To me, that's a confidence. I know sometimes, people think that confidence is, attacking. But, if you study animals don't just fight everything to go by. They know what chances to take. They know that when you get in a fight, you might survive it and you might not. What I'm saying is, to me, I think when we talk about confidence, we think of just telling people off and saying what we want to say and, having this really bombastic attitude. But confidence to me is figuring out what it is you really want to accomplish in life and coming up with a plan and executing that plan and not letting anybody get in your way. Even if it means you picking up papers off the floor, even if it means if you're Harriet Tubman and you're sneaking off the plantation, even if it means that you're shutting up, because sometimes confidence is shutting up. It's knowing when to acquiesce. It's knowing when to be quiet. It's knowing people don't, do you understand what I'm saying? Bravado doesn't always get us everything, but confidence to me is really unconditional self-love. It's a secret to success. And to me, what that means is when you really love yourself and you know what it is that you want out of life, you don't let other people's attitudes, other people's words, other people's agendas get in your way. Because even though I could have let this director stop me from going to school because of the humiliation, because of the things that she said, but to me, that would have stopped me from obtaining a goal that was very important to me. A seed that I was planting that was bearing the fruit of my soul, that was important to me. So, do I regret what happened? No. No regrets ever. I have absolutely no regrets about anything, because one thing I have learned is that if you regret something bad, then you have to regret good things as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your life, it's kind of like when you weave something together and you take one thread out and everything becomes untangled. You destroy it. So I don't look at things that are negative as something bad. I look at it as something that makes me stronger, makes me more ambitious, makes me smarter. You know what I'm saying? But to me, when you regret something, that is what takes away your confidence. Your confidence comes from saying, oh, okay, I'm going to show her. Thank you so much for not believing in me. You know what I mean? So your confidence in yourself, when we talk about unleashing your confidence, you can use all the oils, you can do all the meditations and the yoga breaths and all the other good stuff. But I'm telling you, confidence comes from knowing what you want, planting seeds that bear the fruit of your soul, not going after the small dream, but the big dream, right? Knowing what it is that you want to accomplish, making sure that every decision you make is based on the outcome that you want long term. So again, like if you know that you want to go to school and they're working overtime, you're probably not going to finish your degree if you have a job where you're working overtime. You're going to have to, every decision you make, you have to think about, this is what I really want, and this is what I'm going to have to do to really get what I want. And this is what's going to, and to me, I don't think that it's so much of unleashing your confidence, but using your confidence to absolutely, believe in yourself. Unconditional self-love is the secret to success. I love myself enough that I'm not going to, let anybody get in the way of my dreams. I love myself enough that I don't even care what you think about me. I love myself enough that even the mistakes that I've made, if it's okay, because even my mistakes made me a better person. I really hope this reading helps someone. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darling, in the next video.